So now I'm back on again. Had some lunch with the wife. So you'll see how nice and clean Filbert's looking. I don't know if you guys see that, but it is a huge difference, like huge, on what we had before and what we're going to go into. We're turning this car into, which is really going to be a really cool, fun project. So, go back, just soaking this. Like I said, get your scrubber. Soak this with some of that purple delicious power. And start just taking all this shit off. Then when we're done, close it off, see how she looks. Now the reason why we're doing this is because we gotta see, we can't have any dirt on here when you're cleaning a bay. Just more dirt in the engine bay means more paint that's gonna fall off when you're painting it. So you gotta make sure this bay is pretty much spotless to a point. Or what you're going to paint, pretty much. Because whatever you're going to paint is what's going to show, or depending on what you're trying to go for. It's also a good time to find any rust spots or any problems with the chassis itself. That way you can start fixing things, you know, while you're working on it. You know, a lot of the stuff underneath the car won't matter to me as much, but you know, to some people you want to be, you know, perfect or close to perfect. So yeah, go for it, man. By all means, it's your car. Do it your way. Let's assume you're not even painting the bays. They just say you just want to clean it up. This is a good way to clean it up. Thank you, Euro God. I didn't know I had fans. I'd like to call you guys more like students or fellow enthusiasts, you know? This is something that, like, I don't like to be followed like as someone famous, I guess some type of star. I'm not like that. I don't like that kind of attention. because I'm not better than anybody else. You know? I don't know, I'm just weird like that. But it's nice to have fans and enjoy what I like to do. Running low on the power. Some of that purple power. Let's get some more. Alright, back to cleaning. There we go. Look at this build up here. This is gross. Whoever this car was originally, it's just gross. These AC lines out of the way. Ain't nobody care about AC here. Alright, clean this sucker up. Look at that. Looking all purty and stuff. I knew you had a pretty face under there, Filbert. I knew you did. Look at that, guys. Huge difference. I don't know if you saw the previous video. A huge difference, just a couple minutes of cleaning. And no engine, obviously, in the bay. Does go a long, long way. Man, looking good. You want to get into the nooks and crannies in there, you have to find yourself a toothbrush and get in there. Good and tight, up and close. Leave it in there long. If you leave the purple powder to set long enough, it'll start going to some crazy grease. You'll see right here, the control arm grease is being eaten through now. And I haven't done any scrubbing yet. Not in those areas. Those areas I'm pretty much, I'm just going to let them fall off on their own. If it doesn't come off, oh well. None of this stuff you can really see. I'm not overly concerned about it. You know? So I'm going to let that sit for a little while longer. And then this is the perfect time to start paying attention, to figure out where you're going to mask, where you're going to start painting. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask from here, where my white trim here sits, down. I'm going to mask off all the white. Mask off this way, I'm going to mask off that way, and then everything that is silver will be painted in black. So we're going to be doing that paint job like that. That way my white hood will give it a little bit more extra contrast. Little things like that you're going to pay attention to. You might be more, I say, you probably want to be more precise or more picky on how you do this, depending on your amount of time that you have to work on this. I'm kind of running low on time, so since I've been driving my bus everywhere I go, it's, you know, I love my bus to death, but it's not the best car to daily commute in. Yeah, it's great on gas, can't complain about that. Alright. So now, with the whole bay cleaned, let it dry. Let it sit out and dry. You might have to paint the next day, but that's it. So now you have ground points over here on this side of the car. So there's a lot of things you need to pay attention to depending on how you're going to put your car together. But there's some points in the car that you cannot just cut off or paint over. I'll give you guys a pretty much heads up on that. But we're going to be doing a coolant ball delete, power steering relocation for the reservoir. So that's all this area right here will be cleaned up and out of the way. We already have a battery relocation. The main power fuse block, we're going to figure out how to mount it on the side right here and kind of keep it there so it's easy and accessible for everybody. If you ever have any problems with the fuses. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's really not much else to worry about on this side of the car as we're for electrical wise and anything. So I'm going to let this sit out and dry. I'm going to come back and get my grinder and start grinding some things out of here that I won't need ever again. You know, so I'm going to get to that and I'm going to show you guys. I wish I could put that on video, but it's going to be really loud gonna have my air compressor and my grinding. So I'll just point out what you're gonna need to grind off if you're gonna do the same way I'm gonna do it. But this bolt here and this tab you can grind off. This one right here for the factory intake can be grinded off. This one right here for the factory air box can be grinded off. Leave these two tabs, these two here. This is where all the main wiring wires into. Leave those alone for now. We'll see how we'll end up going to relocating them or not. And that's on the right side of the car. On the left side of the car, we have a couple things here. So this is where your coolant ball sits. If you're not going to use the coolant ball and you're going to grind them off, you're going to do the coolant delete, the coolant ball delete. You can grind this out of here. Same with the little tab that's underneath it. These little tabs right here can all be grinded off. They're completely useless. All this right here has no use anymore. So all of this can be pretty much just grinded and removed. Same right here. There's a little tab here and here. You can cut those out. And what you do is get a grinder. Once you cut them off, get a grinder and smooth them out. Get them really, really nice. And then primer and paint, and you're good. You want to sand everything down. We're going to show you how to do that, but just giving you guys a preview of what's going to be happening. So we're going to be doing all that, cutting and grinding, removing any bolts that are useless. But yeah, this is your engine bay completely degreased and ready to go. So next part is going to be paint and whatnot. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions before I hang up, ask away. For a 530 Mexican, a Bozer hood. Bozer hoods are made. You don't buy them. You have them made. Bozer hoods, you pretty much get a piece of sheet metal and extend it right here. You take it to a metal shop, have them welded in place, and sand it down, and then take it to a body shop to get it painted and fixed. That's how you get Bozer hoods done. I would love a Bozer hood. I've always wanted one, but they're not cheap. You're looking at about $500 to have one done, nicely, so it doesn't look cheap. Not in the market of that for $500 for a hood. That all it's going to do is just improve your looks and nothing else. So that's an expense I don't need right now. So just keep looking around, look for any other stains you can see. You see more, keep adding degreaser. And remember, you're going to paint this. Once this is painted, you're going to paint over it. It's going to look horrible. You're going to have a spotty paint job, so you want to try to get as much grease out of here as possible and not have that spotty paint job. Yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later and show you guys some more progress when we actually get some more progress done. Once you have everything done, try to get your electronics up and out of the way. Mud all over my brush. Alright, Filbert, your bath is done for today. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. We got more to come. Thanks, Diego. I would appreciate that to get a good price on that manifold.